Hey guys, it's Erin from Lady Bee Collective and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today's topic is going to be groceries. I know, I said that very enthusiastically and you guys are probably like, that's so boring, no one cares. But I have found that what I eat really affects me physically and even more mentally. So over the past few years, I've tried to figure out ways that I can make food that has some nutritional value, tastes good, and is like pretty easy to make, right? And is not that expensive. So that's a lot to figure out. And I think that I have some little like tricks of the trade and some good food that you might just want to try. So I hope you enjoy this and leave a comment below if you want to know more about recipes or just more of my grocery haul. All right, bye. Okay, so you could peep LB in the back here, but here's some of the stuff that I get from the grocery store. I don't know, I think it's important. I know a lot of people do these grocery hauls and people might get sick of them, but for me, I like seeing what other people get and just different ideas. So the biggest thing for me too is I'm a pescatarian, so it's basically a vegetarian. I sometimes eat seafood as well, but it's important to get like iron, protein, make myself nutritious meals that are also really good, but really easy. So it's taken me some time to kind of figure that out. And I thought that I would share that because I know sometimes with anxiety or depression, we're not big on eating, or we want to like overeat, or we just don't feel like we have the time. And with all the stress, we just always, you know, people get junk or eat more junk food. And trust me, I do that. I've had very big issues with kind of binge eating, night eating. I still do. So I try to make a more conscious effort to be a little healthier. So this isn't the healthiest thing and this isn't everything, but I just wanted to share different stuff that I personally do because maybe it's something you want to try or that maybe can help you just get back and just get on track, because that's how I am. And it's not so much about the nutrition as it is just, yeah, fueling my body and feeling good and not feeling like I'm overeating or I'm under eating and I'm letting stress get the best of me, because my mental health is not as good when I don't eat at least like good food on like nutritious, at least one nutritious meal a day. So basically it's moderation. And I don't know, I just feel like some of this might be helpful. So right here, I get bananas. They're really easy, obviously full of potassium, but I cut them up and sometimes I put them in the yogurt. Sometimes I just put peanut butter on them. I eat them plain. I add some nuts and cheese with them. Okay, that was weird. Probably not the cheese, but like the nuts and the yogurt and the banana. Really, really easy. I feel like they're always good to have on hand, especially if you don't really want to eat a lot or your stomach's bothering you. I get an upset stomach a lot. These are really good. Granola bars, I like these. I like the Nature Valley variety pack. I really like the oats and honey, but a lot of times I'll just add honey. I will spread some peanut butter on them, and they're just like a good snack that kind of makes me feel good, holds me over. It honestly reminds me of when I was younger because I love why can't I say this word? Blah, 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 Nature Valley. These are 2 dips. I usually try more for the pico de gallo, but I love this and the hummus. I feel like you can eat them together. You could put them on wraps. You could dip chips, just like an easy. Sometimes I just want little snacks. I'm big on little snacks and dips and stuff like that. So I will do that, and I'll usually use these, which are one of my favorites. You can see I already got into them. The quinoa and black bean. A lot of people have those. They're actually pretty good. And since I love salt, like I'm way more of like a salt person. These are pretty good. They taste really good, and they're great for like dipping especially. And so we talked about the yogurt. Yes, don't make Activia, I know, but I love Activia, and yogurt's good for probiotics. It's good to mix with the bananas. It's good to just have in your diet, and it tastes good. Like, I think it's something I need to eat more of them, because sometimes I just leave them in the fridge and I forget. And it's like, no, eat some of this. So yes, yogurt is very important, and I like, and it's easy. This is another one. It reminds me of when I was a child. I love string cheese. I like just playing with the string cheese. It's fun. It's really good melted on top of stuff. I always melt it as a base on my tortillas, which is right over here. But you can just do so much of that. It's like on the go. There's some protein in there. And I think they have a variety of different ones, or non-cheese ones, or whatever with string cheese. But I highly suggest that because I saw somebody having that and I just use it so many times. And again, it's so easy on the go. The spinach wraps, I love having a wrap. I literally wrap everything, like salads, but I will seriously wrap a pot roast or like a spaghetti. Like I just love eating a wrap to it. I don't know, might be my taco obsession, but I love that. So I always have wraps on hand. If it's not spinach, I just get like whatever. They have the flour, or I really do like the flour. Spinach is healthier, but I usually get the flour. The black bean burritos, these are easy. I like burritos. The black bean's important for protein. They have corn. They have other stuff. They have a decent source of iron, which is important for me because I don't eat meat besides seafood, which is another long story. Forever, I didn't really think seafood was meat. So you guys got to comment below and tell me if you really were putting that in the meat category. But these are really good. They have a variety of different ones. I love Amy's. They're easy just to warm up, eat by themselves. I'll dip some of the quinoa chips in there. So good, so easy. 3 minutes in the microwave, bam, that's it. Uncle Ben's, I love their whole grain. I like their brown rice. Rice is just easy to have because you could use that as a base of anything, and to have them around, you rip them off, put in the microwave for 1.5 minutes, boom, you're done. And even like you can mix in the shrimp with any of this. I always have shrimp. One of my favorite restaurants actually puts it over mashed potatoes. So sometimes that's what I do. Okay, I just lied. I want to do that. I haven't done that. I usually just like put them in a wrap or just add them to rice or stuff like that. But I really do want to do what the restaurant does. So yeah. I usually don't eat eggs, but I love hard-boiled eggs, and these are cage-free. They're already peeled. They're already like, you just take them out. I like to cut them, put salt on them. I like to add them to salads. I like to just eat them how they are. They're amazing. Smart Water, I love them. I like the minier ones because I feel intimidated with regular big size water. I need to drink more water. I know that, but any kind of electrolyte water I need and I love. So that's another one. I love these bold Blue Diamond almonds. There's different ones with the wasabi and soy sauce I'm absolutely obsessed with. Almonds are good. I love that. Pistachios are good. Any kind of nut is good in there. So, but these are my favorite. I always get a box of spinach leaves. They're good sauteed to add to stuff. They're good just as a base of your salad. I mean, to be honest, I'd rather have just like the normal, no nutritional value kind of lettuce, but it's really not that bad. And because iron's so important, I find ways to like mix it in with salads and dressing or in wraps that are just really good, and it's worth it for me. I'm not a big ice cream person, but if they're like mini or they're in cones, I love that. So these are always in my freezer. We went over the chips and Amy's frozen, like just like the burritos. I love having some like frozen meals just kind of in there because you never know, I don't know, just to have in your freezer, just easy meals like that I think are important. And then I almost forgot about these, but I love these tuna. They're so good. The lemon pepper, the honey barbecue. They're similar to kind of like diced chicken, or at least they are for me as well. But I love them. I used to eat the plain ones, but I mean, you can take them anywhere. You can just add them to rice. You can add them to the wraps, anything, and they're really good and they last forever. So that's always important too. When I don't always want to go to the grocery store all the time, that's why I like to just add a few things, but have like my basis is already here, like the tuna and some of the frozen stuff and the rice and, you know, the string cheese. Like a lot of these will last for a really long time. So I just have to like pick up a few things, and then it's not as expensive and you still always have a base and you feel like you're eating in moderation. And then I also have some like frozen, like plant-based, like meatballs, chicken tenders, because that was the biggest thing I missed was like chicken tenders, chicken nuggets. and then like burgers, stuff like that in the freezer, always just to have those kind of like meat things to add again to the wraps, the rice, any of that. So this is just a little, you know, kind of like moderate way of, I don't know, adding some of this maybe to what you eat, or just different ideas when you're really busy, or if you have anxiety like me and you just can never decide what you want to make, or you don't really want to spend a lot of time. A lot of people think cooking is very therapeutic. That can happen for me, but I also can get very anxious with it. And so I just try to incorporate as much as I can. So this is not everything, but this is just a good variety. And if you also notice, you can basically eat a lot of these together. They're very complementary to each other. So thought this might help. I have other stuff too I can also show you, which I pretty much put up on my stories. If you follow me on Instagram, of just different quick meals. They're not always pretty, but the bottom line is we need to fuel our bodies to make our minds feel better. And sometimes that's hard. I hope you enjoyed that. I just want you to hit the like button if you did. Maybe subscribe if you want to, and join me for my weekly YouTubes. I'd love to hear from you, so comment below and let me know what you think and other topics you'd like to talk about. Have a great day.